But with our partnerships, we're working with a metal project from Swansea University in partnership with Tata Steel. So we're taking university accredited material, but not delivering it to your standard audience, but we're actually delivering it out into industry, where your standard academic background ranges from people who have very little academic qualifications to people who've got full doctorates.
We as an organisation recognised that we had a competency gap across our organisation in manufacturing. We also realised we couldn't deliver the training to the required level that we required to close that gap. So what the university partnerships brought for us is we've sort of squared the circle. We now have a qualification, a training programme that delivers both the competency, which we require for the operations, but from an individual perspective they get a qualification that satisfies some of their needs and motivations.
What we've seen is that our operators have become more interested in learning. They've taken an interest in what they are doing on plant. They've become more motivated in what they are doing, and we've seen many benefits in-house.
It's been a partnership based on education rather than just training. In the past, we focused training and telling people what to do. This time, they understand why they're doing it. And that's been the biggest innovation and has made the biggest difference for people. We've had 200 to 300 people doing this course with the university, and of that, I've got 40 people going on to further education and 30 people towards degrees, 16 or 17 people towards masters. That's a big difference.
Possibly about 2 years ago, we were experiencing a high turnover in experienced welders. And when we were looking out in the marketplace for recruitment, the skills, there was a shortage in the northeast. So we decided to partner with ILD to put together a bespoke training programme aimed at level 2 apprenticeships.
In the first instance, we actually sat down with Caterpillar engineers and some of the Caterpillar suppliers and said, what skills are you missing? And from that we came up with the equipment and the layout and the programme that we would need to come up with. Also we have access to, as you can see in the background, Caterpillar scrap, so we can actually use that scrap to replicate the jobs that's down there in the factory. We've been able from that to develop the actual academy, so we have a working lab now. Other places don't have that. There's only certain colleges that have a working lab that can do the weld tests. So before we can actually get these people out of here and onto the shop floor, they have to pass the BSEN 287 test, which is the British standard. So we've amalgamated the Semta framework with the British standards that the customer, the Caterpillar, actually want and their suppliers.
Retention now is stabilised, so once these junior welders are recruited, we don't see a turnover. Okay, so you'll see a little bit of natural wastage, but out of the 46 that have been hired over the last 2 years, if you like, we've retained 90% of them. What we've found is the junior welders who we're actually bringing in are, it's fair to say, some are a little bit more experienced than the experienced welders who have been there for a good 20 years. So it's proven to us that the training programme's working.
At Toyota, we're fully committed to the development of our people, and also by developing or supporting the development of the local community, our local supplier partners, as well as our own staff. Then we can contribute to developing the skills of the local economy and also the manufacturing and engineering sectors. In 2013, we piloted our first SME apprentice programme, and this has evolved into the creation of the Trailblazer Automotive Mechatronics Framework, which commenced in September 2014. In the 2013 academic year, our success rate was 95%.
This year we needed a toolmaker, and because we were finding it very difficult to recruit people with the right skill set, so I approached Toyota to see if they'd let us use the foundation year as a foundation for our toolmaker apprentice, and I was delighted to find through the Trailblazer initiative that Toyota were about to offer a tool and die apprenticeship.
Through Toyota and through the FOIA Federation and the SMMT, a programme called the Working Assets Programme was put together to help encourage young homeless people to access work primarily into the motor industry, but into work, employment and training in general. We've had some cracking results. We've been really pleased. 10 young people started the programme. It's been really successful.
As part of our upskilling activity, We competed in the World Skills Competition for the first time this year and achieved bronze, silver and gold medals. We are honoured to have been selected as a training partner finalist, and we are fully committed to supporting our local supplier partners and SMEs to train and upskill their workforce. We know that together we are making a difference.